All right, everybody, what's going on? It's another broadcast of the Ebony Star Network, sponsored by the E Nation. You know, we're going to talk a little bit about these red pill guys. You know, you always hear me talk about red pill, blue pill, manosphere, sissy bims, and stuff like that. But up until recently, I've only been focused on sissy bims, manosphere, conscious community. Haven't really looked at the red pill in a long time. So I kind of forgot how these guys were. And shout out to Bro Speak for correcting me on the blue pill. Haven't really paid them too much either. But after I'm done with annihilating the red pill guys, I'll go after the blue pill guys to see what they're all about. And I'm gonna tell you this here. From what I've heard so far about red pill and from red pill guys and one of their so-called supreme gurus, red pill black men are absolutely dangerous towards black women. They are absolutely dangerous. Dangerous. Outright dangerous. These dudes are the most anti-black there is. Also, we're going to talk about the war of black on black. Black people destroying other black people. I'm going to bring you to a situation that I got into the other day on RBR's channel. A vicious exchange I had with a brother, so-called black man. All right? We're going to talk about that. It's Gangsta Talk coming up right now. All right, Dan.
Hey, this that stoner music, man.
All right. What's going on, everybody? It is Gangsta Talk. I am the Black Knight. Down with me, as always, Dame Frankie, the Lady Knight. Shout out to my man, Sam Bird, and everybody's getting ready to come in. It is Gangsta Talk. I don't know what the hell is wrong with us as black people. It seems like the right thing is wrong and the wrong thing is right. And there's a lot of the wrong thing is right going on. I mean, do we have some kind of problem as black people? Has something happened to us that I'm not aware of? I mean, can't we see what's happening? We got crazy ass niggas with platforms talking absolute insanity towards black people, black women, and black children, and calling it talent. Talent. This red dress supreme fool thinks he has talent because he sits up on a fucking platform and talk greasy about black women and gets paid to do it. And he calls that talent. Not exploitation, he calls it talent. Talentia. Unbelievable. And this fool doesn't know the meaning of very, 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 very rudimentary words, such as majority. He uses the word majority a lot and really doesn't know what it means. We'll get into the red dress dude later on. But the first thing I want to start off with, the war of black on black, okay? This is ugly. Unfortunately, before we can do anything as black people, before we can advance 1 inch, come together one by one, 2 by 2, 1,000 by 1,000, we are going to have to settle this war of black on black. Somebody has to be the victor. Unfortunately for us, if the wrong side of black wins, well, you don't need me to tell you what's going to happen. It's very, very important that the right side of black wins this black on black war. And it's not a war that we can stop at this point. We have no choice but to fight it. The white man has put us against each other. And too many of us have sold out and have sold our souls to the devil and are hell bent on sending other black people to their destruction. So we have no choice but to fight. And we must win. We have to win. Now, I'm going to take your attention to a situation that happened yesterday. I got into a vicious exchange with a so-called black man. A black man that once called me his brother, and I once called him my brother, until we had a serious falling out beyond repair. He rolled up on me yesterday on RBR. At first, I didn't know who he was because it's been a long time since me and him had any kind of words. But he ambushed me on RBR yesterday and thought that he can get away with it. Unfortunately for him, didn't go well. I'm going to allow you to listen to what transpired yesterday in that ambush and show you exactly what I mean by the war of black on black. It is a war that we absolutely have to win. There is no turning back from it. There's no running from it. We are already in it. There's no waving the white flag. You have to fight because these Negroes who have aligned themselves with white supremacy are hell bent on your destruction. Because see, they believe that the white man has a warm bed for them to sleep in at night. They believe that the white man has housing for them, has money. They believe that the white man has a better way of life for them under his boot. They're perfectly happy we're living a life under the white man's boot. So without further ado, Lady Knight, come on in here and get that FBI thing going, and let's get the video started. Okay, Dame. Okay, she went on. She muted herself.
Sorry, end up double clicking. All right, sorry about that. Let's cover our behinds with the fair use. This channel may contain content not authorized for use by its owner. However, according
Hold on
to
1 second, Dame.
uh-huh.
Yes, Princess Z. I'm gonna flash a spotlight on that today. Okay, and I'm gonna call for brothers today to start protecting black women wherever they are because the violence for black women is getting out of control, and we're going to talk about that today. Trust me, this is the channel where we focus on our black women. And I'm telling you now, guys, this ain't no joke, man. This shit ain't just on YouTube. These red pill niggas are absolutely dangerous. They're worse than the manosphere. These are some dangerous ass niggas. Okay? I can't be more serious. These are some dangerous niggas. Okay? All right, then do your FBI thing. We're going to get into all of that, though. Okay.
All right. Let's start again with the fair use. This channel may contain content not authorized for use by its owner. However, according to Section 107 of the Copyright Act of the United States, the fair use, I repeat, the fair use of copyrighted work for purposes such as criticism, yes, comments, definitely, news reporting for those who don't know, teaching, scholarship, or research is not an infringement of copyright.
All right, then cue up the video. Don't start it yet. Cue it up. Put it on screen. All right, y'all. I was on the panel yesterday. Most of y'all know the RBR network, the real brother. Okay. And I was on a panel up there yesterday trying to appeal to RBR to talk to women in a better way because he thinks by calling women bees and hoes is telling them the truth and it helps them. I disagreed. I told him that all it does is degrade them. And you don't need to degrade women to help them. Okay, you don't need to degrade them. You don't need to put them down. You don't need to insult them to help them. So as we was going back and forth on that, I got ambushed by this coward. Somebody that comes out of the past of my old manosphere days and Great Regime days. Okay, I've forgotten about this nigga. Haven't talked to him in a long time, but we were at each other's throats then, and we're still at each other's throats now. So he ambushed me yesterday. I had no idea who he was. I couldn't remember him. But I finally did remember who he was. And when I did, it was unfortunate for him. All right, Dame, play it. Put it on screen.
You ain't never
so
did.
jealous.
See, everything
Fuck
that
outta
you
here.
say, it doesn't bother me one bit because you don't know
It
me.
shouldn't, because I don't know you. I don't really give a shit about you.
It doesn't.
Thank you, ditto. The same to you.
So why waste your
The
time
same to
saying it?
you. The same to you.
Why waste
It's
your
a
time saying
debate,
it?
dummy. It's a debate, dummy.
We're not having no debate.
Dumbass.
Yo,
It's a debate, dummy. Why
want you boys to stop fighting
if
and
it
focus
doesn't
on the
matter why
horror
you
on the
argue.
panel?
If it doesn't
Me.
matter, why
This
did
ain't
you
no
engage?
debate.
If
I'm
it
over
doesn't
here.
matter,
No
why did you
debate.
engage? See, this is the
There's
sentiment.
nothing Okay, then
I
Dame,
don't
stop.
get
See,
attracted to
Now at this point, y'all, I didn't know who he was. I couldn't remember his. I couldn't place him. Right, and I was confused as to why he was coming at me because for some reason, a lot of guys now have a serious problem with me. Guys I don't know, guys I've never met, coming at me hard than a motherfucker, simply because I defend black women. And I ain't got a problem with that. I fancy myself as a superhero for black women. I'm proud of that. Black women and children. I'm proud of that. Okay, but they're coming at me, right? And I don't know these guys. So I'm hearing different voices coming at me all the time. I couldn't place this guy's voice. So at this time, I still didn't know who he was. Yeah, play.
To one
He
another.
won't even. If there's nothing to debate,
gotta
why
know
did
what
you
you're
engage?
all the time.
Why did you engage, Matt?
I don't
You
know
can't answer the
you. I
question.
don't know you, and you're
Well,
not
why
going to
did you
stop
engage?
anything.
Why did you
I don't
engage
know
in
what
this
you're debating
conversation?
about. You're not going to
Why
stop
did you
anything.
engage in this
You're not going to
conversation?
stop me.
You
You're
see,
not gonna stop
RBR,
my
that's the
channel.
dumbest shit ever.
All you're going to make me
RBR,
do is go
that's the
harder on
dumbest
you.
shit ever.
And
Now,
I'm
what
going to
I
make
say
you
don't
even
matter,
more
but
upset.
yet he's talking to
If
you.
you
He's
don't
engaged in
listen,
the
if you
conversation.
don't like me now,
If it didn't matter,
you
you
really-
would.
Now, one of the reasons why I didn't recognize him quicker, because I was driving and I couldn't see the screen on my phone. Had I been able to see the screen and saw his name, I would have instantly recognized him. But because I was driving and I was working, I wasn't looking at my phone because we can't drive looking at the phone. We got to have a hands preset. So this is why it took me a little longer to figure out who he was. All right, go ahead, play it.
When
Not
they-
gonna like
Hi,
me this
Deacon.
weekend.
Hi.
Dumbass. You
If you
dumbass,
don't
man.
like
You
me
always
now,
been a
you
weak
really ain't
ass.
gonna like me.
You always
If you
been a
don't
weak
like
ass
me now, you
dumbass.
really
nigga.
ain't gonna like me after this weekend.
Don't give a shit.
How many pairs
I
of
don't
my
pay
used
enough
attention
panties
to
do you
me after
want,
this weekend.
Deacon?
I don't pay enough
I can
But
be
attention.
you
happy
I don't
niggas
know
shit
what
I
you're
drop
doing.
on you niggas' heads this weekend.
What you gonna do this weekend, Max? What you
Oh,
gonna
I
do this
can't.
weekend?
Oh, wait. You'll see.
What are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
do this
find me an
weekend?
anaconda
I'm
this
gonna
weekend.
really knock you niggas' heads
Ooh,
off this weekend.
you ain't gonna do shit.
If you hate me now, if you don't like me now, you
You
gonna
ain't
hate me
gonna
this
do
weekend.
shit, nigga. You ain't
Hi,
gonna do
my
shit.
green
I'ma
eyes.
bust you
Hi.
niggas. I'ma bust you weak ass niggas over the head.
You ain't gonna do shit. But do what you
I'ma
doing now.
bust you pussy ass niggas over the head.
You ain't
You
gonna
ain't
do
nothing but a
shit.
pussy.
Pussy,
You ain't nothing but a weak ass pussy.
pussy ass nigga.
Ooh, I like how you say pussy.
Pussy. You a pussy,
Ooh,
nigga.
sounds
Okay,
so wet
Dave,
when you
stop.
say it.
You a pussy, nigga.
Now at this point, you're gonna hear me go silent, right? Because I received a phone call from a broker. So I was on a phone call with the broker, so I was able to grab my phone, right? I had to pull over for a quick second and talk to the broker. Now, I didn't hear this. I didn't hear this until the replay. Shout out to Queen My Eye for coming to my back, okay? Because this nigga was still saying shit because he thought I dropped off. He was still saying some wild shit. And shout out to the Queen My Eye, you know, for stepping up for the Black Knight. I really appreciate that. You know, much love to Queen My Eye and the black women that stand with the Black Knight. Because I most certainly stand with all of you, all my black women, and will defend you to no end. So shout out to Queen My Eye for coming to the Black Knight's defense when he thought that I had fell off the panel. But I was still on the panel. I was just on a phone call. Okay. Now, when I got off the phone call and I put my phone down, I was able to see the screen and I saw his picture. And that's when I recognized who he was. All right. Watch now. Listen to my demeanor now. Play, Dan.
Nigga.
Ooh,
I'll smack
Daddy.
the shit out of your bitch ass,
Please
ass
tell me
nigga. You
more.
a pussy, tough
Ooh,
ass nigga.
I
You
love
always been a
hearing that.
pussy.
Sounds like you got good pussy.
I never liked your
eating
bitch ass
lips.
from the days of Cerulean. And they were trying to tell your bitch ass that you need to straighten up and stop being a fucking coward. You scared to call these bitches out when they're out of order.
Why you mad at Max though?
Because he's a pussy.
Max didn't do nothing.
Because
He
he's a
didn't do
pussy.
nothing.
Because he's a pussy.
No, he ain't.
Yeah, he's a pussy.
Come on, General. You know that ain't
Hey,
cool,
stop.
Daddy. That
Nah,
ain't
that's
cool.
what it is.
Now this nigga talking crack shit, right? Because he thought I wasn't on the panel. Okay? Popping bad shit. This nigga know I know him. He know I know he a bitch ass nigga, right? But keep listening. Play, Dan.
How dare a motherfucker who's never led anything or anyone, never done anything, but drive a fucking truck, sit up here and try to tell another man about leadership. He's never been a leadership in any capacity.
How do you know?
Because he just said he don't have any kids.
He owns his
He's
own
not at home.
business.
He's not at home enough.
I heard he owns his
business-
own business.
A business of one. That's
It's a leader
leadership.
to do that there.
A business of one. That's leadership. Lead yourself. That's leadership.
Army strong. Marines one.
But there's no
What can I say, Daddy? Shit.
proven leadership there. That's
It
an
is
individual.
leadership.
That's an individual.
A leader
That's
is
an
one.
individual. That's an individual.
Singular.
Proven leadership.
Singular.
Proven leadership is where a group of people decide to follow you because of your ideology, because of skill set.
Following
Pussy
isn't
ass
always
nigga.
leadership, though. It could be a
No,
cult.
following cannot be leadership.
Right. By definition.
Leader displays leadership. The group follows said leader.
People follow Max.
You sit
He
up
has
there and try to
subscribers.
critique. You sit up
People
here
follow him.
and try to critique another grown ass man who's actually telling.
Mm.
And this is what I'm saying. Well, a lot of motherfuckers do not have the ability to cognitively understand and reasonably think through what the fuck they're saying before they say it. Bitch ass nigga.
Well, I do believe
And I
that.
apologize for getting out of character.
No,
That's
I think that.
I generally
Well,
don't.
I think that if we lie to the system,
What you chewing on, Papa?
I know, baby bobbing the rotisserie chicken and the beans and the rice and all.
Rotisserie.
RBR, question for you. When you see something that is wrong and you're silent about it, silence is compliance.
Oh, you
Silence
fucking
is
stop,
compliance.
bitch ass nigga. That's the fucking general.
Silence is
nigga.
compliance.
Dang, stop
You
it.
don't want with your life.
Okay, now this is where I recognized who he was because I saw his picture on screen. Okay? Now he was talking all of this cash shit, right? Because I didn't know who he was. Right? Now I know exactly who he is. Now here comes the situation. Now we getting ready to turn the tables. This is what I mean by black on black war. It's niggas like this. It's a whole gang of niggas like this that we're going to have to fight in order to move forward as a people. God damn. Your wife fucking left you because she was more masculine than you.
Three of them. All three of them. All three
No
of them, man.
wonder.
All three
I
of
knew
them.
this nigga sound familiar. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
stop.
know who it is. You know.
Now, this guy calls himself the general because he used to be ex-army. He also has a purple heart, although we question that because he's such a coward. This man had 3 wives, and all 3 wives left him because he challenged their femininity. And what I mean by challenging their femininity is that he was so feminine that he was screwing with their psyche. They felt like they were men. That's why they left him. The last wife he had left out in the morning with long hair, came back in the afternoon with a flat top and some army fatigues and combat boots and kicked his punk ass out in the street. Play it, Dan.
You know who it is, you bitch ass nigga.
Bitch asshole.
You bitch ass nigga with your lying ass. RBR pegs you right.
Your wife leave you.
All you do is lie. She didn't. I left her. She didn't. I left her.
Nigga, yo, his wife divorced
He go lying.
Now stop,
He go
stop.
lying.
More like a man than he was. Now, this man also talked about leadership, right? He said, when people follow you because of your ideology, right? But you see, in the military, that's easily done because the white man has already have regiments set up for you. All you have to do is progress in the system that is already pre-built. That's easy to do. That doesn't mean that you're a real leader. All it does means is that you just follow orders, and the people who you're supposed to lead in the military, they're dedicated and sworn to follow orders also. So if in real life out here in the community, right, these men would not follow you. They are made to follow you in the military. When someone is forced to follow you in the military, that's not true leadership. I have people who follow me in my community. I'm a leader I'm a leader in real life. Nobody follows this guy in real life because he's a coward and he's a bitch. Men aren't going to follow feminine men. Well, wait a minute, because you got the manosphere and, they're following Kevin Samuels and he's gay with it. But anyway, that's not the way it's supposed to work. So he talks about leadership in the military, which really doesn't count because military troops are sworn to follow orders. So then all you have to do is rank up in the military system. And you'll get a regiment of men who are sworn to follow orders, so they're going to follow you. If they do not follow you, they will be reprimanded by the military. So that doesn't mean that you are a leader. All it means is that you are a high-ranking person in that system who's been put in charge of a group of men. That's it. And they are supposed to follow you. They don't follow you off of who you are. They don't spend time with you and grow with you and follow you willingly. Okay, it's a dictatorship. And he calls that leadership. That's not real leadership. That is a dictatorship. If the men do not follow you, they will be disciplined. They will be reprimanded. That is a dictatorship. They don't have the option of not following you. They are told to follow you, and if they don't, they will be disciplined. Nobody follows this guy in real life. He has nobody in his community that follows him. No one. Nobody follows him online. Nobody follows him in real life because he's not a real leader. He's too much of a feminine male to be a leader of men. This is another ultra feminine black male who believes that he is a dominant black woman. He also frequently goes on panels with women and gossip about the physical features of other black men, which is unnatural. Play it.
Here you go lying. RBR called you out when he called you a liar.
You are a fucking
Here you go
bitch.
lying. Here you go lying. Let's lie again,
On
man.
a panel gossiping.
Let's
with
lie
Bob
again,
Shannon
man.
Like a fucking bitch, nigga. You a bitch.
With who? With who?
Hey, RBR, get this nigga transsexual. Get this nigga off your fucking panel, man.
I bet you wouldn't say that to my face.
Nigga,
I bet you wouldn't say that to my face,
man,
you
I'm
fat
not even
bastard.
gonna do that, bro.
You
We're not
fat
gonna do
wobbly
that.
knee
We're
bastard.
not gonna do that.
You
We're
wouldn't do
not
that.
gonna
You wouldn't say that to my face.
Listen, we're not gonna
You
do
wouldn't
that.
say
Now
that to
stop.
my
Social
you wouldn't
media.
say you wouldn't.
Now here's a surefire, right, sign of cowardice, right? These guys on social media, they're quick to want to fight you, right? They'll tell you, oh, you won't say it to my face, you won't do this, you won't do that. You see, that's a quick sign to let you know that they're cowards. Because they know that they stand behind social media and nobody's going to do this, nobody's going to do that. You know, keyboard tough guys, right? Tough Tonys on social media. But in real life, they're not on it like that. This guy won't bust a grape. This is one of the weakest dudes. I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck he got so high in the fucking army. That's if he's telling the truth. You know, a guy with this kind of mentality, with a purple heart. Well, a purple heart, it just means that you got wounded in the line of duty. It's not like the Navy Cross, which means that you're a real fucking badass if you get the Navy Cross. Okay? So play it then.
Say that to my
We're not
face, you
gonna do
bitch
that
ass
on
nigga.
social media.
No,
bro.
fuck social media. See, that shows you what you don't have no backbone.
Nah,
I
see,
bet you wouldn't say that to my face.
thing.
I told your bitch ass that I would meet you.
Nigga.
I told your
Fucking-
bitch ass that I
fucking
would meet you.
transvestite.
I told your bitch ass that I would meet you.
Oh,
The next
yeah,
time
I
you
got
traveling
it, dude.
anywhere near
I don't
Texas,
want to.
I told your bitch ass I would meet you and we can handle it like some men.
Yeah,
But your
yeah,
bitch ass
yeah,
backed
yeah,
out.
yeah.
You declined.
Yeah,
bitch made nigga.
Yeah,
Tell the
yeah,
truth
yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
tell the
Get your
truth about that.
transsexual ass.
Okay,
now
tell
stop.
the truth about that.
One of the reasons why this guy can't get a woman anymore is because his physical appearance confuses women. They can't tell if he's a female stud pretending to be a man. Many of them think he's dykes. I've heard women, when they saw what this guy looked like, they thought he was a big dyke. They thought he was a big woman pretending to be a man. This is another reason why he can't get a woman. This is another reason why he hates women. You see, when these guys get shunned by women, they get to a point where they can't stand them. And he's one of those guys. This guy looks like a big ass fucking female stud. And he confuses women when they see him. They think he's a dyke, pretending to be a man. Play it. Fucking
Tell the
dyke.
truth about that. Tell the
Nigga, you
truth
a
about
dyke.
that. Your mama's
You
a dyke.
You're a female
All right.
stud,
Well,
nigga.
that's not
Your
helping
mammy's
her.
a dyke. How about that?
Okay, now stop,
That
stop,
dyke ass
nigga.
wife, that's why she keep your fat ass away
You're
from
a
her.
female stud. Stop.
That's why you keep your dyke. That's why you
Now, talking about a man's mother, calling a man's mother names, that's a feminine thing. What do women do when you attack women or when you cuss women or fight women, right? The first thing they do is go to your mother. Some women to tell you, well, did your mama teach you to talk like that? What about your mama? Your mama is this, your mama is that, your mama is that. Okay? Men don't talk that way. Not straight men. Straight men have respect for another man's parents, even if we're fighting, right? We don't say your mom is this, your mom is that. Gay men do that because women do it. You see, gay men mimic what women do. They mimic what women do. So anything women do, gay men do too, because gay men think that they can do it better, right? So all that your mama's a dyke, your mama's a dyke, that's gay stuff. That's just him mimicking the behavior of women. Play it. Damn, you want play it?
That's why your dyke ass wife keep your fat ass away from her.
Female stud.
Your fat
nigga.
ass turned your wife into a dyke.
You're a female
Fucking
stud,
faggot.
nigga.
Fucking faggot.
Hey man, hey
Your
man,
bitch is a stud. Your bitch is a stud. How about that? Now I'm gonna get it struck.
Apparently your
You
bitch is
started.
stud too. That's why she left you.
Your bitch is a stud, nigga.
Apparently yours is the one that's
Your
stud.
bitch
She
is a
left you,
stud,
nigga.
nigga. Your bitch is a
She
stud.
left
That's why
you
she
because
keep
she
your
thought
bitch
she was
ass
more
on
of a
that
man
truck.
than you.
That's why she keep
Now
your
I
bitch ass
understand.
on that
Now
truck.
you know what? Now I get it, man. Right? Now I get it. Damn,
You should get
General,
it.
it's been a
You should
long
have had
time,
it.
you fuck.
It's been a long time.
you punk ass nigga.
It's been a long time, you bitch made nigga.
You sorry ass nigga.
I know.
The
Go ahead,
only
lie
man
again.
I ever heard
RBR
of when his wife left you because
called
she
you
felt
out.
she was more masculine.
RBR called you out. RBR called you a liar. And
Nigga,
that's
that
what
don't
you are.
bother you that your woman felt that she's more of a man than you?
No, it doesn't.
Hey, stop. Dude, that's like the ultimate. Now, his woman gave him the ultimate disrespect, right? His woman, now, where have y'all heard this, right? A wife leaving her husband because now she's not gay, but her husband is so feminine that it screwed with her psyche and she started feeling like a man. How deep is that? Where have you heard that from? Where have you heard that before? This nigga broke down and said, she left me because she said she started feeling like a man. What? Nigga, how feminine are you? Well, your wife is on some, damn, I feel like a man. His wife felt like a man in the relationship and she ain't gay, folks. So what does that tell you about this dude's behavior? That what you hear now is nothing. It's even worse. Where the fuck do they even do that at? A woman leaves her husband because her husband is so damn feminine, he makes her feel like a man. And she didn't want to feel like a man. She wanted to feel like a woman, so she left. Play it.
RBR
His wife left you
called
because she
you
felt
out.
she was more masculine.
RBR called you out. RBR called you a liar. And
Nigga,
that's
that
what
don't
you are.
bother you that your woman felt that she was more of a man than you?
No, it doesn't.
Now check this out.
That's like
Stop
the
it.
ultimate disrespect, nigga.
No, now I asked him the question straight up. I said, dude, that don't bother you that your woman felt like she was more of a man than you? He said no. What? I said, dude, that don't bother you because your wife felt like she was more of a man than you? He said no. Y'all hearing it? He said no. What? That would bother the shit out of me. I mean, it's one thing it's one thing when your wife leaves you because you're fucking up, but it's a whole nother thing when she leaves you because she feels like more of a man than you, and she's not gay. It'd be one thing if she was gay, but she's not. That's the reason why she's leaving, because you make her feel like a man. Play it.
RBR
But his wife left you because
called
she
you
felt
out.
she was more masculine.
RBR called you out. RBR called you a liar. And
Nigga,
that's
that
what
don't
you are.
bother you that your woman felt that she was
Liar.
more of a man than you?
No, it doesn't.
Dude, that's like the ultimate disrespect, nigga.
No, it's not.
Manhood.
The ultimate
Your
disrespect
woman
is
felt
when
like she was more of a man than you.
ultimate disrespect is when your bitch keeps you out on the road driving that truck while she
She
fucks other
left
women at home.
you because she felt that she was more of a man than you.
The ultimate disrespect is when your bitch keeps you cupped down.
Nigga, I'm still happily married, dog.
I know, because you're on the road all the time. She don't have to be worried with you.
I'm not on
She
the
don't have to
road
deal
all the
with
time.
She don't
You
have
don't
to
know
deal with
nothing
you.
about my life.
Oh, yes, I do, nigga. Don't.
No,
There
you
you go
don't. You
lying.
don't know shit about my life.
There you go lying. There you go lying. Are you or are you not the owner of a truck company? Do you or do you not drive over the road?
Am.
Do you or do you not drive over
I do.
cross country? Do you? Why you lie? Do you or do you not drive cross country? There you go, bitch. I know
No,
you.
I do.
I know you, you bitch.
I do. That doesn't mean you know my life.
I know enough.
I know yours though. I know your woman left with long hair, came back with a crew cut, and threw your ass out because he felt like you was more of a man than you.
All right. Well, I know that we shouldn't be degrading the men.
Yo, his wife left with long hair, came back with a flat top. Talking
Actually,
about, bitch ass nigga, get out of my life.
Actually, she did. She went back to her home country of Europe. See,
That bitch
you
came
lied
back
again.
with a flat top and told
You
your
lied
punk ass to
again.
get out.
You lied again. Stop
Told your
lying,
bitch ass
Max.
to get out.
Stop lying, Max. Stop lying. It doesn't make
Come
you a cool
on,
kid
General,
because
tell
you
the
lie.
truth, man. She left with long
It
hair
doesn't
and came
make
back
you a
with a
cool
flat
kid.
top.
It doesn't make you a cool kid because you lie.
He came back dressed in army fatigues and
Hey,
shut up. And threw your bitch stop it. And shout out to Polo Sports, right? Hitting on the point. This is the whole purpose of this, right? What I mean, black on black war, right? The war of black on black, right? I'm starting with myself. You see, we're in a fight, and we're in a fight for our lives, and that fight ain't fair. Unfortunately, this is going to have to go down. We can't run from this. This is just entirely too many coons, too many Sambos who are hell bent on black destruction. We have no choice but to deal with these people. They are directly in our way, and they affect us the most. So before we can right the ship, we need to get rid of some excess baggage on the ship. We're not going to be able to walk away from this. There's no running away from this. And their numbers keep getting bigger every single day. These red pill guys are out of control. We're going to get to them in a minute too. All right? This is almost over before we move to the next thing. I want you to finish. And the thing about it was, me and this guy right here, we once called each other brother a while back. Look how badly it deteriorated. simply because one had one stance and he had another. I love black women and I defend black women, and he doesn't. That's what all of this is about, people. It's not even really about me hating him and him hating me. It's how we both feel about black women. That's why we're at each other's throats. That's the tragedy. That is what. That is the tragedy behind what you just heard. It is all because I love black women. I defend black women. I respect black women, and these guys just don't. They are the absolute antithesis of me, and they hate me for it. They had me in the manosphere, and they thought that I was just like them. And when they found out that I wasn't, they launched a campaign of hatred against me that is still going on today. And they've been trying to take me out ever since. Like I said, what you hear or what you just heard is not even personal between him and me. I don't even know this dude like that. He don't know me like that. We've never met in person. I've never shook this man's hand. But the hatred you just heard was born out of love for the black woman. And nothing more. That's all this is. One side loves black women and the other side hate black women. And those two sides are at war. Play it.
All right. Okay.
You
right.
bitch ass nigga on a
You
fucking
right.
panel with a bunch of women gossiping about Derrick Jackson.
I know you. That's
With
your
your
line, man.
homosexual ass talking about, ooh,
You got-
he dark,
you gotta keep-
ooh, he dark, handsome, and muscular.
Max, you got to quit lying,
Fucking
bro.
homo.
You got to quit lying. That's why
Fucking
Cerulean
homo.
don't. That's why
I
Cerulean
dude, I
don't fuck
watched
with
that
you.
dude. I heard that panel.
That's why Cerulean don't fuck with you no more
I
because you're a
heard
liar.
your whole ass sitting up
That's
there
why
with Bob Champion
Cerulean.
girl
That's why Cerulean and
gossiping about
DeAndre.
Derrick Jackson.
That's why
Don't bring
Cerulean and
nobody else into this.
DeAndre
Every
and the
time
rest of them
this
niggas quit fucking with you.
Nigga,
That's
nigga,
why
hold your
Cerulean
own,
and DeAndre.
nigga,
That's why
hold
they
your
quit
own
fucking with you.
pussy, nigga. Hold your own pussy.
That's
nigga.
why
Don't
they
bring
quit
nobody else into
fucking with
this.
you. That's
Well,
why I quit fucking with
I'm
you.
gonna drop
own
off here,
pussy, nigga.
boys, since y'all
Because you're gay.
arguing.
Hold your own. You
Anyway,
ain't got no balls. Hold your own pussy, nigga.
let's move on. We can move on to the next conversation. That bitch ass
Yeah,
nigga is weak.
Yeah, man, hold your own pussy, nigga. You ain't got no
That
nuts.
bitch ass nigga
Your
is
wife
weak.
took them when she left. Your wife took her nuts with you when she left, remember?
Yeah, she did.
So hold your own pussy, you bitch ass
She
nigga.
did. She did. She did. She did.
Up there on a
I'm
panel
gonna
with a
go
bunch of
play
women
in my
gossiping
pussy.
about a fucking man.
Ooh,
Talking
my
about,
God,
ooh,
that's what I'm talking
dude,
about,
this
my
the
God.
kind of nigga,
Fuck what
this the kind of
this
nigga
nigga
that
talking
y'all
about.
want.
Max
Tall,
thought
dark,
he
and
was
handsome and muscular.
Max thought he was gonna get some pussy
Hi,
from them
comma
bitches.
him,
Max
comma
thought he was
him.
gonna get some
Hi.
some pussy from them bitches,
Over
and
there
they
talking
played him.
about,
Right,
over
y'all
there
boys.
gossiping with women,
It's Ricky,
talking about another
bitch.
man's physical
Behave
features.
yourselves.
Fucking
Okay.
homo.
Nigga, if you don't get your
I'm
bitch
out.
ass out of here and stop lying, nigga, stop
Fucking
lying.
homo.
If you don't stop
Get
lying,
Bomb
man,
Cherry. Get Bomb
you's a
Cherry up
bitch
here,
made nigga.
motherfucker.
I just got off the line
Get
with
Bomb
Bomb
Cherry
Cherry.
up here.
I just got off the line with Bomb Cherry. Just
Get
got
over
done
here.
talking to her. Just got finished
I
talking to her.
bet she acknowledged your fucking punk
Just
ass
got
coming in
finished
there
talking to
with
her.
her and all the fucking women at the goddamn.
I just got
the
finished talking to
goddamn
her.
fucking talking about some. This is Derrick Jackson, handsome, dark skin, muscular. This is what you women want.
That's
Over
your
there
thought
gossiping
process,
with
Max?
women. Over there
That's your
gossiping with
thought
women about
process?
another man's physical features.
All right,
Fuck
I'm gonna
wrong
take a
with you,
shower
you
because I
fucking
just
homo.
came from the gym because this bitch
Well, you
ass fat
probably got a
ass nigga
Johnson
don't
in
know
your
nothing
mouth
about
right
that.
fucking now.
This bitch ass nigga don't know nothing about working out. That's why he's fat as
You ain't
fuck.
far from Kevin
450
Samuels
pounds.
walking around with a Johnson in your mouth, motherfucker.
450 pounds and shit getting fucked up the ass. You fucking gay, man. You
Talking about
fucking gay.
yourself?
You're fucking gay.
Talking
You's a
about
fucking
yourself,
faggot.
nigga.
You's a fucking faggot. That's why real men quit fucking.
No,
That's
you
why they got
are.
rid of you out of the manosphere. Yeah,
You
now you
are.
screaming like a little bitch. Now you up here screaming
Ain't
like a
no
little
but-
bitch, nigga.
I left.
Now
ain't
you up here
nobody
screaming
did
like a little
nothing,
bitch.
nigga. I left
Now
the
you up here screaming
manosphere
like a little
because
bitch, nigga.
I left
They
the
put you the
manosphere,
fuck
nigga.
out, nigga, because
Ain't
you's a
nobody put
bitch.
me no motherfucking
You's
where.
a bitch, nigga.
I left
bitch,
the
nigga.
manosphere because all you niggas are gay. I ain't no gay nigga. All you niggas are gay. I left the manosphere. All you niggas are gay. You can stop it. Get it off the screen. All right, that's the end of our thing between me and the general. And for the record, nobody put me out of nowhere. I left the manosphere on my own because I came to the conclusion that all them niggas over there were gay. So I left. I'm not a gay dude. And all them niggas over there hate black women. So that wasn't the place for me. They didn't kick me nowhere. I left on my own. So that's the conclusion of that situation. Now there's something else we're going to address too. Dane, when you get a chance, right? Dane, come here for a second.
Uh-huh.
I need you to pull up a picture of Hines Ward, right? Not in his uniform, okay?
Mm-hmm.
His name is Hines Ward, played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, wide receiver. I want you to get a picture of his mother and a picture of his father. Okay? All right? You hear me?
Yes.
Okay? So do that while I talk to the people. Let me know when you got that. All right. The reason why I'm doing this is because there's something else that I've been debunking for a while. But for some reason, the narrative is still pushed that the race of the child is the race of the father, and that just simply isn't true. So before we get into the red pill guy and how disgusting he is, the things I'm going to say about him, I want to, again, show you something about how powerful the genes of the mother is and why the race of the child is always the race of the mother. But for some reason, these guys, they don't understand that because they don't want women to have anything. I've never been in a situation before to where we seem to be surrounded by so many men that hate black women. I don't even know what this is. All I know is that we have to fight against it. And we have to keep fighting against it until we defeat it. You got guys popping up everywhere, making money off of talking crazy about black women. And they're calling it talent. It's now a talent to do what Kevin Samuels does, is to degrade black women and put black women down and talk to black women like he ain't got no damn sense. It's a talent now for Red Dress Supreme to get up on a live stream and talk crazy about black women, call them hoes, have absolutely no respect for them, saying that they're the most impoverished and all kinds of just wild things. It's a talent now. It's a talent. And so these guys seem to be very, very talented. And the reason why they have these large followings is because, unfortunately, you have a large contingent of men who are weak and broken, and they can't get over their pain, and they can't get over their disdain and hatred for black women. That's who support these guys. That's who give these guys money. We had a fool up here named Golden Showers that you heard out of his own mouth say that if he had the money, he would pay Kevin Samuels to make his life better. So these guys can't pay child support, but they can put money in these guys' pocket. And these guys know it. That's why they can get up on their live streams and brag all fucking day and tell people to put up 10 G's. They got the 10 G's because these broken ass niggas make sure they keep that kind of money. I mean, how sad is that, man? What is going on? Nobody has any pride anymore? I mean, you've become that weak and disgusted with yourself and all this hatred towards women that you will fund and financially support men who work with white supremacy and who teach you to be against your own women and children and to teach you how to hate your own women. Where do you think you're going in life off the hatred of your own women? How far do you think you're going to get? You don't have anything now. You don't do anything now. The modern black man today does absolutely nothing. This is why I don't understand where these guys get these arguments from, talking about some what Kevin Samuels said, men built the world and women are benefiting off of it. Well, what men are you talking about? Surely you can't be talking about the modern day black man because he hasn't built anything. And so Kevin Samuels wants black women to submit to all men simply because the men built the world that she lives in, which would include derelict black men. So if she's submitting to all men, then that covers up the dereliction of a lot of black men that's out here, and they could be included in that scenario. When they haven't earned their way into that scenario. The modern day black man has built absolutely nothing and has done nothing. In most cases, he acts like a child. In other cases, he acts like another black woman. What is there to submit to? You just heard the general acting all alpha feminine. These guys try to put themselves in the shoes of men, real men, who've done something in this country. These guys have done nothing. Hold on one second, I'm frozen.
Okay.
I'll be right back, Dan. I'm frozen.
All right. Hello. Hi, everybody. Yeah. Yeah. And it's interesting that okay, disrespect black women is profitable. How y'all live? Okay. Hey, truth is, Renee, Polo, Kendall, you kind of walked in when Max was going over his argument with the General X. Uh, don't worry if you don't know who he is. That's Manosphere. If any of y'all don't know who's in the Manosphere, you're not gonna know who the General is. And you don't want to know. The only reason I didn't recognize him, I was used to him saying holistically. uh, all right.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, all clear. Hmm.
Okay, did you get that picture yet?
I'm trying to find a picture of his father, but if you find with the picture of his mother, I can pull it up. No problem.
Okay. First show Hines Ward by
Okay.
himself.
Okay.
Put him on screen. Shout out to everybody just coming in. You know, we are pretty much doing some of this and some of that. Then you have the picture.
Okay, hold on. I'm coming with it. It was hard finding one with him by himself or out of Jersey. Oh, okay. Okay.
That's fine. We just want to see his face.
Okay. All right. How is this?
Okay, let me see. Okay. You have any more?
Okay.
I want one with his hat off.
Okay. With the head off. Okay. Let's try this one. Okay. Open up. Oh, my bad. Back right you.
I want to show y'all something. I want you to pay attention to something. I'm about to show y'all something. Well, I'm going to show y'all what guys just keep denying. Okay, boom, perfect. Now, that's Hines Ward, Hall of Fame wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He is of mixed race. His father is black. His mother is Korean. Take a good look at his face. He looks Asian. He looks Asian. You know why? Because his mother is Asian. Now he has melanin in his skin because of his father. But his facial features, phenotype, is that of his mother. Okay? Take a good look at him. Do you have his father yet, Dane?
No.
All
It's
right, put
gonna
his
take a
mother
moment.
up.
Okay, hold on. Oh shoot. Okay, I gotta get another one. That one didn't go right.
I want to show y'all something. They keep talking about the race of the child, right? It's the race of the father. Simply, it's not true. I don't know how many times we got to keep doing this, but for some reason, these guys won't let this go.
Okay.
Now you take a good look at him now. Show his mother.
Okay. I'm trying to get just his mother. Hold on.
Look at him and look at his mother. Does he not look like his mother? They're right there side by side. His father is a dark-skinned black man. They ain't found the picture yet, but his father is a dark-skinned black man that's ex-military. Look at him and look at his mother. They almost have the same exact smile. Looks just like his mother. Looks nothing like his father. His phenotype is just like his mother's. Everything down to the smile, just like his mother. He is what his mother is. Even though he's of mixed race, he's really Korean. Right, exactly, Renee, just like her. Keep trying to tell these guys the child is the race of the mother. Just like her. Everything down to the smile. Same phenotype. Look at her face and look at his. Did you get his father yet, Dane?
No, there's no picture of his father. I'm still looking.
All right. Okay, you can put it down. We'll get his father at some point, and we'll revisit it. All right, y'all. Let's get into the red pill, guys. Okay? All right, then. Get that red dress Supreme video queued up. Now, this guy is an absolute super piece of shit. This guy goes live every single day and talk crazy about black women. I mean, it's nonstop. And the sad part about it is that he's got guys listening to him. This is what I don't understand. Somebody help me understand something. What the hell are you going to do without your women? There ain't a race of men on this earth that's going to acknowledge that it's okay for you to leave your women behind. They think you're a damn fool. Now we had some situations to where some people had a problem with other races of men telling us that we treat our women poorly. And we don't want to listen to it because those other races of men treat their women poorly too. But here's the difference, right? We don't condone the poor treatment of women, period, right? But those other races of men do something that we don't. They build and provide for their women and they take care of their children. We don't do that. Like I said, the modern day black man hasn't done a goddamn thing but become a single baby mama making machine. That's your only call to fame. You are a single baby mama making machine. You haven't built any infrastructure. You haven't done a damn thing. And then your next act on the stage is an act of immaturity. Many of these dudes are past 30 years old. They dress like a juvenile. You're going to see this guy right here, Red Supreme, dress like a juvenile and have the mentality of a juvenile. Name calling, dresses like a kid, running around here with a childish street name, Red Supreme. Only black men do this. The modern day black man is a grown ass man child. All right, bring him up, Dan.
Here we go.
All right, let it rip.
All right.
Shout out to everybody, bro. I think you brothers already know, man. But there's a lot of hustle and scam. See, black females are getting over on other black females because they understand that black women are gullible. They understand that black women are unhappy in search of a new pappy. You know how many black women are unhappy in search of a new pappy? Millions. Thousands, millions, unhappy in search of a new pappy. And it's the same old story for black females across America.
Okay, now stop.
You
know. Now he started off by saying that black females are getting over on other black females. But you see, he's getting over on other black men because if you're a black man and you're listening to this and you're stupid enough to believe that he actually has some kind of connection to millions of black women, he has no data, no empirical data on what he's talking about. He's just throwing things up against the wall to see what sticks. And you guys are so fucking dumb, you believe everything he says. And then you run around here after you done heard this fool, you run around here and regurgitate what he said. Millions of black women are unhappy. Millions. Okay, somebody show me the guy that personally knows 1 million black women. Let's take the S off the end. We're not even going to go with the millions. But give me 1 million. Matter of fact, we ain't going to do that. Give me 1,000. What one man personally knows 1,000 black women? 1,000. So this fool tells you that millions of black women are this and that, and you stupid enough to believe it. He's playing you harder than the women he say are playing each other. Because you're giving him money. It's all he's a land pirate. And you guys can't see that. He's a confidence man. You guys are so weak and pathetic. You believe anything these guys tell you. Play it, Dan.
All right, but before I do that, I want to send out a thank you for Naomi Buckner for the Cash App.
Naomi, shout out to Naomi. Long time no see, sweetheart. Shout out to Trinity Time Travels in the building. And shout out to Queen Maya. And shout out to Yvette and all of the black sisters that comes and supports the East Star Nation. You know. Play it.
You know, let me sign up for this. Let me sign up for this femininity course. They're gonna teach me how to rest in my femininity. They're gonna teach me how to get a successful man. I don't give a damn that I got 3 kids. I'ma still get a successful man. I'm gonna
Okay,
take this
stop.
femininity course, y'all.
Look, I know I'm an old dude, right? I come from the old, 70s, and I've been married since hell froze over, right? So I don't know what's going on in the dating scene. I'm way out of touch with that. What the hell is going on? Can somebody fill me in? What is this rash of dating coaches and people teaching you how to get a man and people teaching you how to get what the hell is going on here? I don't know what that is. What is that? I mean, what the hell? Every time you turn around, somebody telling myself, yeah, he's teaching them how to get a man. He's teaching them how to get a girlfriend. What? What is going on here? Somebody need to fill me in on this shit because I have no idea where this shit is coming from. Every time I turn around, I keep hearing people talking about, well, these fake dating coaches and these femininity coaches and they, what? What's going on now? Play it.
And Crystalline Karazan has tricked black women into believing that they can get a white man and level up if they just read this book. But first, they got to pay $50 to get the book. Now, you tell me if that ain't something right there. You got to pay
it's no,
$50
okay,
to
play,
get the
stop.
book.
It's no different than what you're doing right now. You know that there's a lot of broken black men out there who are uneasy, have no self-esteem, having volatile relationships with sex dolls and blow-up dolls, and you're exploiting that. And you're getting your money. I mean, if you could sit up here and say that you can show 10 grand like that, I mean, I would never do that. That's like the sign of ultimate immaturity. And what would you show 10 grand for? So somebody can bop you over the head? I would never show my money like that. I got that kind of money, but I would never show it. That's like bragging like to the 10th power. Why would you do something stupid like that? I would never show my money online. These guys sitting up here with this immature shit. Yo, show 10 stacks. Show 10 stacks. Nigga, what? Are you crazy? And because somebody in their right mind don't want to show 10 stacks because that's stupid, right? Then they turn around and get more juvenile. Yo, you broke, nigga, you broke. You don't know these people. Just because somebody want to do some old childish dumb shit that you're doing, which is dangerous. And don't sit up here and act like you tough like that. Unless you walk around town in a bulletproof fucking vest and a Kevlar helmet, motherfucker, and ride around a bulletproof car. Don't sit up here and act like you tough like that. Showing that kind of money on social media? Are you nuts? Nigga, I wouldn't show you motherfuckers $1. Play it.
She's telling black women, if you want to learn how to get a white man, you got to pay $50 for this book. So black women in thousands of black females in hopes to get white Jesus on planet Earth went out and purchased that book. Thousands of black females went out to purchase that book in hopes of getting a white Jesus on planet Earth.
Exactly. You're going to get fucking jacked, nigga. You ain't that dude. I don't know what's wrong with you niggas, man. This ain't a comic book. You niggas is fucking caught up in comic books and shit. Nigga, y'all comic book superheroes. Nah, nigga, this is real life. Oh, we have flashing 10 stacks. Don't fuck around and get jacked, nigga. and then you showing yourself up here, talking about other people. You scared to show yourself. You scared to show yourself. Nigga, you dumb to show yourself. Flashing 10 stacks. Here's what I'm talking about. Well, because the motherfucker don't want to show themselves, then nigga, you don't get to dictate nothing. It don't mean nothing because you feel that somebody is something because they don't want to show. People have all kinds of reasons why they don't want to show themselves. Some people have a lot to lose. People get doxxed. People got people following their kids. And they don't want their identities online. I get it. It's because you dumb enough to show your fucking self and you talk shit because you think that you're protected by them red pill niggas. But they ain't gonna save you when somebody run down on your punk ass. Then you gonna wish you hadn't been boasting like that. Talking about you don't want to acknowledge people because, nigga, a warrior don't need an excuse to fight, nigga. I don't give a fuck what it is, whether you're on camera or not. A warrior don't need an excuse to fight. Only cowards make excuses. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, I can't see you too well. Oh, you ain't came on camera. Oh, you talk too fast. Only cowards make some excuses. Warriors don't need an excuse to fight. Don't give a fuck where you at. Don't give a fuck what you on camera or not. It is what it is. Okay? I dust you off whether you're on camera or off camera. It don't matter to me. Play it.
Nerf. I'm just saying, man, these are the facts. And none of those black women, very less than 5% of those black females were successful of getting a white man. The rest of them got a dusty Dan, so they just settle for any white man, not a high value one. So she tricked black women. She fooled them. She ran game on them. And everybody with common sense knows it. And when black women fail, you know what she said? When those black women start complaining that they couldn't find white Jesus, you know what Crystal and Kerrison said? Oh, it's because y'all bras don't want to lose weight. Then she started telling them the same thing that black men were telling them. All those black women that read that book, not even 5% of them was able to get a white man. And the ones that did got a dusty Dan, not a successful white man. So what happened was this. They start.
See, this is the problem that I'm having, right? We're supposed to be the people that our black women can come to, right? Now, if there is an issue with black women being overweight, I don't believe there is. I see more Becky's overweight than anybody in the whole world. If I see 10 Beckys in one day, 9 and a half of them are walruses. Because even the 10th one, right, there's something big on her too. Okay? I've seen beach whales with feet. You ever seen that? So my thing is, if there is an issue with our women being overweight, then what are we doing about it as black men? These are our women. Other races of women don't care about our people. We're supposed to care about our own people. So if we have a situation with our women being overweight, then as men, as the leaders of our communities and our society, what are we doing about it? Well, certainly talking crazy about them doesn't help. Putting them down doesn't work. Calling them B's and hoes and fat MFers, right? That doesn't work either. How about we help them? How about we help them? How about we take them by the hand and say, come on, sweetheart, let me help you. Do you have an issue with losing weight? No problem. Let's go lose weight together. Let me help you. This is what we are supposed to be doing. We're not supposed to be putting our women down. We're not supposed to be embarrassing them. We're not supposed to be calling them out their name, talking about their, oh, I'm going to call you out of your name until you do better. That doesn't work. If you cared about your women, you would help them. I care about the black women in my life, and I try to help them. I'm not done with my 1 o'clock challenge. It's being revamped. My 1 o'clock challenge will be aired again. The first time we did it, we had a couple of women lose some pounds. We're revamping it, okay? It will be back. And the 1 o'clock challenge that me and Dan came up with is to combat obesity in black women. We're not up here calling black women out of their names. We're not up here talking about they, MFers and heifers. No. We care, so we're coming up with solutions for them. And that's what we're supposed to be doing as black leaders. We don't get up on a big social bullhorn and call our women all kinds of names and embarrass our women. That doesn't look good. That's actually a poor reflection on us. You understand? See, if you guys were doing the right thing, black women wouldn't be able to stay away from you. They'd be all over you. If you loved them and you showed them that you loved them and you did lovely things toward them, they wouldn't be able to keep their hands off you or stay around you. Even you socially awkward dweebs will have girlfriends. Even you dudes with the sex dolls will have real live girlfriends. But as black men, as black leaders, we are supposed to help our people, not hurt our people. We are supposed to help our women, not hurt our women. I know you got some fools and they've been talking about, well, we're going to tell them the truth by calling them B's and hoes. Well, that's not the way you deal with them either. Degrading them doesn't help them. Putting them down doesn't help them. Being verbally vicious towards them doesn't help them. What will help them is kindness, generosity, love, and understanding. That is what's going to help them. And that is what we must be towards them. If they're going to look up to us as leaders and followers as leaders. Play it.
Started calling Crystal and Kerosene a fraud. And Crystal and Kerosene said, well, all the stuff in the book would have worked if you bras would have worked out. If y'all wasn't so fat, it would work. So she was able to use the fat card on them. So she used the Manosphere playbook. I'm gonna use the same thing that the Manosphere say. I'm gonna tell these hoes the only reason why it didn't work is they too damn fat. So when they try to call me a fraud, I'll just say it didn't work because you're too fat.
Stop. You see, we wouldn't have to worry about any of this, the Kristen Carolzins, none of this stuff, right? And we would just show our women love. I keep telling y'all, love is the key. Nobody will listen to me because you're caught up in all of this nonsense. You're caught up in all of this action bullshit. You like listening to punks like this because you find them entertaining and you hate women. The reason why people like Kristen Carolzin gets that shit off because black men don't show that they love black women. If you would show the black woman that you love her, right, she will spend time with you. She won't have time to be messing around with the Kristen Carolzins because she'll be into her black men. Why? Because her black men love her. If you would just show the black woman love, you wouldn't have to worry about her joining these female factions talking about aborting black male babies because they wouldn't be thinking that way. So you guys think I'm a fool because I use simplicity to solve the problem at the end of the day. I don't use any complicated verbiage. It's very simple. You don't want black women talking about they want to abort black babies. You don't want black women following Christian carousing. You don't want black women following all these other female hate groups, right? Show them love. If you're loving them and they feel love and they know that you love them, they wouldn't be involved in these groups. Simplicity is the key to life. Show them love, love them, show them love, take care of them, and you wouldn't have to worry about Christian carousings. You wouldn't have to worry about these hate groups. You wouldn't have to worry about any of that. Because they won't engage in it. They won't have any parts of that. Why? Because they're being loved. They'll be into their black men because their black men love them and the black men are into them. You guys are so fucking stupid. The answer is right in your face. It's a very simple answer. LOVE. Play it.
And that right there is a great excuse to use. Crystalline Carrison knew once black women started calling her a fraud, she can easily say the reason why it didn't work because you guys are too fat and you don't want to lose weight. That is a great excuse. That is a great excuse. When they start complaining that they couldn't find a white man after buying that book, I'll just tell them you're too fat and that's the problem. Hey, nigga, hey, Virgil, these niggas believe what these bras on social media be saying, bro. They believe that shit. They really believe it. So Crystal and Carrison already knew. Once they realized that the book don't work, I'll just tell them you got too much weave. You're too damn fat.
Okay, fast forward a little bit.
Right there is a perfect excuse to use on why they can't get a white man. Hey, man, all for black women. Oh, yeah. Telling you guys no lies. Shit. She said, man, if this shit don't work, I'll tell black women they too damn fat. I'll tell them they wear too much damn weave and they don't want to change their attitude. And that's why you couldn't get a white man. It's not that my book don't work. You're too damn fat. And then black women started thinking, well, the manosphere been telling us the same thing.
You see, what you guys don't understand, you red pill niggas and the rest of you niggas, what you don't understand, right, is that the black woman's behavior is purely reactionary. Okay? It's purely reactionary. She's reacting off of your behavior because she's following you. You're the leader. So if you showing her that you don't give a damn about her and you out here fucking super swirling, and I hope you niggas ain't trying to talk about somebody swirling. I mean, you're not going there, are you? I mean, you swirl more than anybody in the whole fucking country. Possibly the whole damn world. You niggas are super swirlers. You really don't want to go there now, do you? Seriously? I know this isn't the pot calling the kettle white. What? You niggas are super swirling. What you talking about? And the thing about it is you guys don't have a stance at all. You don't have any goddamn thing to stand on. You can't sit up here and talk crazy about black women going with white men when you swirl with non-black women more than any race of men in this goddamn entire country. No race of man in this country swirls more than you. So look who's talking. Play it.
And when Crystalline Carrison
stop.
told black women that,
I'm sorry, Jane, stop. No, Kendall, she's not dangerous. None of these people are dangerous. The problem is this. The black man doesn't love the black woman. Now I understand that, you conscious types, I want to get all complicated and talk about the celestial alignment and sound articulate and all the other shit. But the problem is love. The black man today doesn't love the black woman. That's why the Crystal Carrisons and these other people are dangerous. You drive them into these directions when you do not love them, when you do not show them love, when you are not into them, when you are sitting up here disrespecting them, when you're calling them out their name, when you're not loving them. This is how the Christian Carolzins and stuff come to prominence. You can stop this very easily just by loving the black woman. That's all you have to do. This isn't rocket science. This isn't science at all. The solution is very simplistic in nature. Just love the black woman. See, let me tell you something about love in black women. Love is very, 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 very interesting when it comes to black women. Now, some of you weak ass niggas are gonna say, well, I'm supposed to love unruly black women. I'm supposed to love black women who got bad attitudes. Yes. Yes. Because your love in most cases will straighten those attitudes out. And if your love can't straighten it out, other women will straighten out their attitudes. Because they're feeling love from black men. So if you're loving them and you're into them, then they will follow you and they'll be into you and they will deal with the unruly women. The women will start checking the women. You won't have to do anything. Just love them. Try it. You'll be shocked what happens. You loving a black man. I'm loving a black woman hard. I'm loving the black woman hard. Wow, look at what the black woman is doing. She just straightened out this woman who was tripping. Wow, I've never seen that before, right? Because you don't love her. You don't give her a chance to show you what she's made out of because you don't love her. She don't get the chance to show you what she can do because you don't love her. And you don't show her that you love her. You don't do anything to show her that you love her. This is why you can't understand what she can do. I've seen what the black woman can do because I love them. You niggas haven't seen it yet because you don't love them. They're not going to show you shit because you don't love them. They're not going to do a damn thing for you because you don't love them. They ain't going to say a damn thing to you because you don't love them. Now, again, I was on the panel of RBR yesterday. And there was a guy out there named City of Truth. And the Verbal Assassin was up there. Shout out to the Verbal Assassin. Okay. Now, he spoke to her, and her response was, why are you talking to me? And let me educate some of you brothers on this because some of y'all really got a fucking broken mind and you really don't understand women. You don't understand the nature of women. If you speak to a woman and she looks at you and she replies, "Why are you talking to me?" That means she don't want to talk to you. So go away. Leave her alone. Go say hi to the next woman. Leave her alone. She doesn't want to talk to you. Now, apparently, City of Truth, his skull is solid all the way through. So he couldn't figure it out. So he kept messing with her to the point where she said, "Well, nigga, if you want to talk to me, you're going to have to hit my Cash App up." Then they started calling her out of her name. Of course, I jumped in, right? Because that's my peoples. Y'all know that Verbal is my peoples. I'm not going to just let somebody run down on her on the panel. Okay? I can't always stop them all, but I'm not just going to let anybody run down on her on the panel like that. Not while I'm up there. So, talking about she's a trick or whatever. And I'm like, no, nigga. She already told you very politely that she didn't want to talk to you. You kept pursuing the matter and you set yourself up to be disrespected. Now you want to call her all out of her name when she politely told you she didn't want to talk to you when she asked you, why were you talking to her? Which really means I don't want to talk to you. If a woman tells you she doesn't want to talk to you, don't talk to her. You guys don't understand simplicity. That's why you keep getting in trouble. That's why you're all screwed up in the head. You don't understand female nature. When they don't want to talk to you, they don't want to talk to you. Leave them alone. Walk away. Go somewhere else. Go have a drink. Go take a shit. Go home. Find another woman to talk to. Leave that woman who told you she don't want to talk to you. Leave her alone. Okay. Play it.
The black women thought to themselves, well, the manosphere was telling us the same thing. The manosphere told us we were too fat. The manosphere told us we needed to change our attitude. The manosphere told us that we needed to stop wearing so much weed. And Crystalline Kerosene turned around and told her, Crystalline Kerosene told her supporters the same thing that the manosphere been telling them for years. You're too fat. Your attitude is bad. You won't lose weight.
Go forward, Dane.
And that was the listen. Do you guys realize when Superhead made that book that a lot of black women went out there and started doing freaky shit because they were influenced by what they read in that book? So you had black women going out there having threesomes, orgies, all that because they read that book and they were pretty influenced by what they read in that book.
Okay,
so
stop.
Superhead promoted thought.
That's a lie. People were doing that before the book came out. People were having threesomes and all that before, threesomes, before the book come out. Again, this is just a bunch of bullshit rhetoric thrown up against the wall because you niggas are so goddamn stupid, you'll believe anything. And it puts money in his pocket. You actually believe that when Superhead came out with that book, that all of a sudden black women and couples started doing threesomes? How naive is that for you to believe? There were threesomes before all of that happened, way before the book came out. They didn't just all of a sudden start doing threesomes and doing freaky shit because somebody wrote a goddamn book. You can't be that fucking dumb. But many of you are. That's why this little punk can sit up here and brag about showing 10 stacks on camera. Because you niggas are that damn dumb. And you believe everything he's telling you. You actually fucking believe that people started having threesomes and getting freaky when a certain book came out. No, they was freaky and having threesomes before the book came out, when the book came out, and after the book came out. The book had nothing to do with it. This is why you dumbass niggas are getting taken to the cleaners. And this nigga sit up here and brag and talk shit about the money that he makes off of you. Play it.
Thottery. Superhead promoted thottery. Superhead promoted thottism. And a lot of black women wanted to become just like Superhead. They thought that they can end up giving a man. Listen, a lot of these females thought, I'll learn how to give my man Superhead if I just buy Superhead's book. So a lot of black women, a lot of black females went out and bought Superhead's book in order to learn how to give a man Superhead, because they thought to themselves, well, if she got all these men, she's doing something right. In the minds of black women, they thought to themselves, well, if she got all these men,
All right, stop.
she's doing something right. So
Yeah, the way this dude sound. You sound like a confused teenager. There's nothing mature about this dude. And he says what he's doing right now is talent. Talentia. Talent. He calls this talent, y'all. Sitting up here talking about Superhead and hoes and black women ain't shit and black women ain't shit and black women ain't shit and some more black women ain't shit. That's talent. Oh, you ain't got to take my word for it. He's going to tell you. He's talented. Mr. Black Woman ain't shit. Kevin Samuels is talented. This is what I'm hearing, that these guys who are sitting up here talking crazy and disrespecting black women, they said that this is a talent. Play it.
a lot of black women went out and they paid for that book. And a lot of black females was inspired by what they read in that book. And they tried to do that shit in real life, the shit that they read in that book.
Okay, stop. Again, he's talking about things he can't quantify. He keeps saying the term a lot, or the phrase a lot. A lot of what? What number is a lot? Three could be a lot. You're not going to tell me one man knows a lot of black women. That number could be anything. 5 women could be a lot to some dudes. What is a lot? And how do you know what this a lot of black women are doing? Are you in their bedroom? See, this is the reason why you niggas get taken to the cleaners and why y'all get shitted on all the goddamn time and why black women don't have no respect for you no more and why niggas like this can brag and talk about showing 10 fucking stacks because you're cleaning your goddamn pockets out because you niggas don't think. You don't know how to think. You think this fool is in the bedroom of a lot of black women and know what the fuck they're doing? You actually believe that? This is how you niggas get caught up. That's why y'all so goddamn weak. You're feeble-minded. And we'll sit up here and follow. If I said, if me and the dame sat here and started shitting on black women, right, it'd be 1,000 niggas in this chat. Because y'all so fucking feeble-minded. You believe anything these motherfuckers will tell you because you're emotionally bankrupt. You're feeble-minded and emotionally bankrupt. And what's left on your mind works every now and again. This is how dudes like this can come in and scam you and just get up and say, hey, man, let me just come up here. Hey, the black woman ain't shit. Yay! We got a new hero. Let me go and work extra hours at the job so I can hit him up on his Cash App. Yay, we got a new hero. Hey, the black woman ain't shit. The black woman ain't shit. Hey man, what did Red Dress said last night. Man, he said the black woman wasn't shit. Word? Word. Yeah, he said the black woman wasn't shit. Hey, hey, Meatball. Yeah. What did the dude say last night? Oh, he said the black one wasn't shit. Oh, word? Yeah, the black one wasn't shit. What else did he say? Oh, he said the black woman ain't shit. Oh, okay. So what else did he say? Oh, he said the black woman ain't shit. Oh, so he said the black woman ain't shit all night. Yeah, the whole podcast. He said the black woman ain't shit. Man, I gotta hit that nigga's cash app up. Yo, Pew. Yo, man, what up, my nigga? Hey, man, we got a new hero. Yeah. Word. What's he talking about? He said the black woman ain't shit, Pew. Word. Yo, I gotta hit that nigga cash app up. Yeah, man, I'm going to, yo, man, I'm doing some hours, man, some extra hours and shit. Know what I mean? I'm taking my child support money, and I'm going to hit that nigga cash app up. That nigga speaking true. Word? What he speaking? He said the black woman ain't shit. Yeah, that's truth, my nigga. Y'all some dumb motherfuckers. Those are the conversations that y'all be having. This nigga ain't saying anything. He's regurgitating a lot of stuff. He's picking shit out and attaching bullshit to it. And basically all he's telling you is that the black woman ain't shit. Over and over and over again. And you niggas is hitting that cash app. He ain't telling you no real knowledge. This nigga ain't dropping no knowledge on you. Oh, he dropping something on you, all right. But it ain't any fucking knowledge. You listen to this guy and you come away with what? Nothing. Hey, Bumblebee. Yo, what up, Pew? Hey, man, we got a hero. Yeah. That nigga talking about black women ain't shit. Word. Let me hit his cash app up. Yeah, man, me and Rolo and then we already hit his cash app up, man. All right, Pew. So Rolo, Pew, and Bumblebee putting in extra hours at the job, and they going to hit this nigga cash app because he said black women ain't shit. That's all these niggas need to listen. These niggas' minds are so fucking warped that black women, y'all can start getting money off these niggas. Seriously. Start firing up a channel, make up some whack ass name like fucking Red Doughboy Supreme, Red Doughboy Pill, right? And go in there and say black women ain't shit. Make sure you get a cash app. And watch they make your cash app rain. Seriously. Start making money off these dumbass niggas. Some of y'all women should take an opportunity and get paid off these dumb ass niggas. Get you an account, make up some stupid ass name, red fucking red upside down bow-legged nigga or some shit. Make sure you put red in there. Red pill. You know what I'm saying? Call yourself Red Pill Grill. You know what I'm saying? Pick up some bullshit red pill name and go in there and just say, "Oh man, black women ain't shit." And you ain't even got to disguise your voice. There's so many effeminate niggas out here right now, they're gonna think you're a man anyway. So just talking your regular tone. Black men ain't shit. Yo, man, that nigga hitting it. Black women ain't shit. Yo, man, y'all heard that new nigga? Yeah, man, Red Pill Grill. Yeah, hey, get two of you sisters, right? One call yourself Red Pill Grill, another one call yourself Red Pill Bill. So it's Red Pill Grill and Bill. I'm serious. Y'all think I'm bullshit. Red Pill Grill and Bill, and y'all could be all feminine too. That black women ain't shit. Yo, man, you heard them two niggas? Who? Them two new niggas came up on the block. Red Pill Grill and Bill. Yeah, man, they sound a little feminine, but hey, so was Kevin Samuels. Yo, did you hear what them two niggas said? They said black women ain't shit. Yeah, I know. Let's get that cash out, bro. Hey, I'm telling you some real shit, ladies. Y'all can get these niggas. I'm serious. Y'all can get these niggas. Play it, Dane.
So hit the like button, man. Show some love to the show.
No.
and less than 5% of those black women were successful at getting a white man. Less than 5% were successful at actually getting a white man. The majority of black women were pissed off. They felt like they were scammed. The majority of black women felt like they were scammed because they realized what they read in the book didn't work for them in their personal lives. You know?
Okay, he don't know how to use the term.
Then Superhead turned
majority.
around and said, not Superhead, Crystal and Carrots, and said, y'all didn't want to lose weight. That's why it didn't work. Y'all didn't want to get in shape. That's why it didn't work. So Crystal and Carrots had the perfect excuse. She already knew that shit wasn't going to work.
All right, push past that, damn.
So she already had her excuse before it got started. Let's get back into it, man. Like I said, man, we all, apparently it didn't work for her either. Zaddy divorced her. Shout out to Marco Polo. Marco Polo said apparently it didn't work out for her either. That Zaddy divorced her, right? Well, you're right about that. You're most definitely you're right about that. So the reality of it is, man. I spoke about this yesterday. I spoke about the fact that the average black woman in America makes about 30 grand, right? The average black woman in America makes about 30 grand a year, right? So we're speaking about black women as a group, not as individuals. So there's no way that they can be winning. The majority of black females are crying about leveling up. Then you got a lot of black females who want to divest. Not because they're happy, because they're unhappy with their current circumstances. So
okay,
you got divestors, swirlers, then you...
Okay, stop. Apparently he doesn't know how to use the term majority. Again, he's a pseudo intellectual. Okay, you can't use majority twice. Okay, he goes, majority of black women are unhappy, and majority of black women are divestors. What are you talking about? What number is that? Majority, that means more than half. There are 24 million black women in this country. I may be off by a couple of 100,000, maybe 23, but I'm pretty sure it's 24. 24 million black women in this family. I mean, in this, 22 million, okay? So you're talking about over 11 million black women. Over 11 million. When you say majority, because that's more than half. So you're talking about over 11 million black women. So you're going to tell me you know what 11 million black women are doing? And how do you know this? Where is your information that tells you over 11 million black women in this country are unhappy? Where's that data? Who's doing the survey? What's the demographic? Okay. What age range are we talking about? Demographics. What's all of that? You're telling me over 11 million black women in this country are divestors? That's a huge number. Do you guys even know? Does this guy even know what he's talking about? Does he even know what he's saying? See, a lot of these guys can't use simple words right. Look at how he's using majority. He doesn't have anything coming behind it. We don't even know what the fuck he's talking about when he says majority. We know majority, it means more than half. Dang, what's another word for majority? Damn, you there?
Yeah.
What is it,
Uh,
superior, right?
yeah. Superior is one of the terms.
Superiority, right? So we're talking about superior number. Okay? So apparently this fool doesn't know how to use a rudimentary term like majority. He has nothing. We don't even know what the hell he's talking about. He's just throwing out shit. Majority of black women are this, majority of black. Okay, what's the number? What number are you talking about when you say majority? Are you talking about black women in the whole in this country? Because there's over 22 million of them. So what number is unhappy? What number are you talking about? If you're talking about over 11 million, close to 12 million, or over 12 million, which is more than half, you couldn't possibly know that. You couldn't possibly know that. You don't have the capacity to come up with that kind of information. I'm sorry, not capacity. You don't have the ability to track down that kind of information. You don't have the resources, nor do you have the manpower to collect that kind of information. So what the hell are you talking about when you say majority? Again, we don't even know what the fuck you're talking about because you don't know what you're talking about because you don't know how to use a rudimentary term correctly like majority. And this nigga says he has talent. Play it, Dan.
You got the fake femininity, black women. All of these females are trying to level up. All of them want something that they don't
Go
have.
on mute, Dan.
All of them are trying to get something that they don't have. The divestors, the swirlers, the level up chicks, the overly educated black woman who can't find a man on her level. All of them are looking for something that they don't have.
Again, stop. Again, we have to be careful when we use majority and most. Most and majority represent a number. If you cannot put the number behind the term, then the term means nothing. You're just talking. A lot of you don't know how to talk and present your words properly because you don't understand the very simple words that you're using. Most and majority come with a number. Where is the number? When you say most, what number are you talking about? When you say majority, majority is more than half. Where is the number? Most is even bigger than majority. So what numbers are you talking about here? See, when we get the numbers, then you see that what you say may be unrealistic. Because there's 20 plus million women in this country, right? 24 million. If you say most, you get into the upwards of 80%. That makes your statement unrealistic. You couldn't possibly know that. If you want to say majority, then you're talking about more than half. You're talking somewhere around 11 to 12 million. Again, it makes your statement unrealistic. You couldn't possibly know that either. That's too many women. You couldn't possibly have that kind of raw data. Play it. A lot of you don't even know how to use the rudimentary terms that you do use, but you fancy yourselves as intellectuals. Play it, Dan.
You know what? I was thinking about doing it this weekend, Jonathan Coleman, doing a live on my Patreon, because I'm gonna really get it in over there. But shout out to Jonathan Coleman, man. for the cash app. Appreciate you,
Stop.
bro.
Stop. This is why I love black women, man. Black women are so smart. That's why I love staying around black women and talking about black women because it makes me smarter. Shout out to Mika for one of the comments of the day, right? Let me highlight it. It makes black men look bad. You see, when you guys are boasting, again, a lot of you guys are idiots. You don't realize that you're stabbing yourself and you stabbing your own self in the back. When you say most black women are unhappy, that's your fault. When you say most black women are, majority of black women are unhappy, majority of black women are divesting, that's your fault. What are you not doing to make your black woman divest and don't want to be around you? Let me tell you something, man. It's bad when a black woman goes to someone else other than black men. But it's really, really bad when she goes to the enemy. That's really bad. And that's something you should really take stock in. Hey, man, she's going to a white man? Yeah, she is. What the fuck are you doing? I'm going to tell you the solutions, y'all, and y'all don't want to listen to me because I'm not some fake ass pseudo scholar who claims to know every fucking thing in the world. Okay? I'm not a graduate of Cornell University. I'm not a conscious community fucking moron. I'm not a 5%er. I'm not NOI. I read books. I just don't read the kind of books that y'all think I should read. I like to read books that's going to allow me to improve. Those are kind of books that I read. Books that's going to change my life. That's actually I can get out and put into action. That's why I'm successful. Those are kind of books that I read. I don't just read books for the sake of reading books. Okay? I don't just read any book. So you're doing all of these things and your women are leaving you. For all of your intellect, right? Your women are still leaving you. And you don't realize this makes you look bad. So if you get out talking about black women are losing, it's because you're losing. You're the leader. She's losing because you lost. And you're a loser. That's why she's losing. You're supposed to be out here winning so she can win. She's following you. You're the leader. You are supposed to be winning. So if you're losing, it's going to affect her. If you lose, she's losing. So if she's unhappy, it's because of you. You are supposed to be making her happy. Now, I understand you guys don't get that because many of you are just too weak and don't understand real manhood. You think getting up here, arguing back and forth with women, make you somehow mentally and emotionally tough. It doesn't. You guys ever heard me argue with a woman? I don't argue with women, right? But when I do argue with them, I know how to argue with them. Right? If you heard me argue with a woman, one thing you'll never hear me do. You'll never hear me disrespect a woman while I'm arguing with her. Never. You'll never hear me call her a B. You'll never hear me call out her name, period. We'll just have a difference of opinion. Sometimes I do. When I really feel strong about something, and I'm having a back and forth with a woman, okay, we'll joust a little bit. But I bet you at the end of that conversation, she won't feel disrespected. And she won't hate me either. And she won't be mad at me either. Okay? We're just having a difference of opinion. We're just having a spirit of conversation. I'm not going back and forth with her to try to hurt her or hurt her feelings or talk crazy to her. I don't do that. There's not one woman that I would argue with that I told you that in that argument I disrespected her. I don't do that. Normally I stay away from arguing with a woman, period. Okay? But sometimes it's cool to have a spirited conversation. But you don't have to disrespect them to have a difference of opinion. That's where a lot of you guys fall short. And you keep listening to these guys who don't understand the nature of women. They're losers. And you think they're winners. And you listen to them and you start losing, wondering when the winning is going to start. Well, it's not going to start because the guys you're listening to are losers. They can't teach you how to win. I'm trying to teach you how to win. If you love the black woman, you will start winning. This is very simplistic information. Start loving the black woman, showing her that you love her, caring about her, protecting her, and you will start winning. Until then, you will continue to lose. I don't give a fuck what mathematics you use, how many times you go to Egypt, how many times you sit up here and have intellectual conversations about nothing, how many times you talk bad about people, you're going to lose. And you will continue to lose until you start loving this black woman. Once you start loving her and show her that you do love her and get into her, I guarantee you, you will start winning and you will continue to win. Play it, Dan.
Jonathan Coleman for the 5 on the Cash App. Shout out to Game Dreamer for coming through with that 5 on the Cash App. All right. Salute to Game Dreamer and Jonathan Coleman for coming through with them 5s. You dig? But see, you ever heard the term hood rich? What we consider rich is not rich to white people. So what black people came up with, well, this is hood rich. Not really rich in the real world, but you are hood rich. And the things that we call wins in the black community are not wins in real society. The things that we consider to be wins in the black community are not considered wins in real society. No, they are not. Shout out to Don Harris. What we consider to be a win in the black community is an L to mainstream society. 10K is hood rich. It is. Because how many niggas in the hood got 10K when it ain't tax season? Slim to none. How many niggas in the hood got 10K when it ain't tax season? Slim to none. So we already know, man. We already know the black community as a whole ain't winning. The black community as a whole is not winning.
Okay, stop.
No.
Now that's the smartest thing he said since he's been doing the podcast. This is the first thing I agree with him on. The black community as a whole, we are not winning. I agree. I've been barking this for a while now. We are in last place. We are in a losing position. Why we're in last place? Why we're in a losing position? It's because the black men who are the leaders of our community and our society ain't shit. And that's it. Ain't no other way to say it. There is no blaming the black woman. There is no, well, she did it in the, no. You're the leader. You're the one that's supposed to be the mover and shaker in our society. You're the one that's supposed to put down the law. You have failed, and you have led us to a huge loss, and we are continuing to lose. The reason why we are losing as a whole is because the black man today ain't worth two nickels to rub together. And that's just what it is. Now you can sit up. I'm about to drop the link here in a minute. Now you can come on up here. We can talk about it. You can debate me on it. But here's the thing, though. I understand some of the things I say get under some of y'all's skin. And y'all want to get at me so bad, right? I'm not afraid of any of you. You can come on up here and do your worst. But here's the thing, though. What you're not going to do, I'm going to lay down some laws. You're not going to come over here and overtalk me. You're not going to talk through me. You want to debate me? You want to try to take me down? We do it man to man, like men. Not going to argue with you like a girl. Not going to keep trying to talk over you. I'm just going to throw you off the panel. I don't have no problem if you want to come and try to take me down. One-on-one, fine. But what you're not going to do is come up here and act like a girl. I'm just going to throw you off the panel. If I can't talk to you, if you're constantly over-talking me, trying to talk through me and won't be quiet, whatever, I'm going to throw you off the panel. I don't do the keyboard tough guy shit. If you come up here talking about something, I'll fuck you up and I'll fly to where you at, and I'm going to throw you off the panel. Okay? That's what that's going to be. Because I'm a real man. I'm not here to play tough. I'm not here to argue like a woman. If you want to get at me from the things that I say, you disagree with what I say. If you think black women is at fault for something, you can come up here and try it. Many have tried. They have all failed. And some have come up here at me talking about it's the black woman's fault and have left in agreement with me. See, I got truth on my. This is what y'all don't understand. When y'all come up here and battle me, you're not actually battling me. You're battling the truth. That's why you guys can't beat me. That's why at the end of the day, many of you have agreed with me before you left. Because you're battling. I got truth on my side. I'm not making any of this shit up. I'm not red bean dressed supreme, sitting up here throwing shit up against the wall, regurgitating shit about Superhead and all that. I'm not doing none of that. I'm telling you cold, hard truth. The men are the leaders in our society. That is absolute hardcore fact. That is truth. That's not something made up. The black men are the leaders. That's the end of the discussion. There is no, well, the black woman won't let me lead. No. You are the leaders. That is what it is. That's truth. You are supposed to lay down the laws in your communities. That's truth. The women follow you and look up to you. That's truth. If your environment becomes corrupted, it's because of your poor leadership. That's true. I deal with truth. That's why you can't beat me. You guys come up here with these wicked emotional arguments. Well, the black woman is this, the black woman is that. You already lost. If you come up here at me with an argument about it's the black woman's fault, you've already lost. You may as well don't even come up here. You're not gonna beat me like that. So all I'm gonna do is turn that shit around and send you on your merry way. In agreement with me. You cannot sit up here and come at me with it's the black woman's fault. It's not going to work. I'm going to easily blow that out of the water. So save yourself some trouble. If that's what you're coming up here with, don't even come up here. Okay? You gotta come at me with something different, man. Y'all, you guys are disappointing me, man. You gotta come at me with something. You can't come up here with this. Well, the black woman is a hoe, and no, I ain't gonna work either. Because you a hoe too. Matter of fact, you a bigger hoe than she is. You a bigger hoe than she is. So she's a hoe. She learned it from you. And you niggas are out here twerking more than her. You got niggas out here with their ass up in the fucking air more than women now. Matter of fact, there's so many of y'all doing it. The women done stop doing it. They can't even have anything to themselves. You keep taking it. You niggas done took twerking away from the black woman. Many black women don't even twerk anymore. Because there's too many of you niggas twerking. So we're gonna Dame, come on in here.
Yes.
Okay, I'm at the end of my rant. Anything you want to say before I drop the link? Want to chime in on some things?
Well, yeah. I personally think he's wrong about the Superhead book. I saw
Go
more
ahead and
men.
drop the link.
I saw more men reading it than women. And me, who likes to read books, I could care less about it. Yeah. So, and as you said before, well, as they were saying in the chat, a lot of stuff they accuse women of doing has been done for all time, all
He said,
time.
Mary with the boots. Shout out to Renaissance man. I ain't see him in a minute. Whatever, Renaissance man. I ain't see him in a minute, yo. Yeah, man. To me, you guys, like I said, if you're gonna come at me, you got to have a sound argument. You got to make me think. You guys don't do nothing. You come up here with the same lame shit, and it doesn't work. That's never going to work because a leader can't blame the people that he's leading. It doesn't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
They can blame you because you're supposed to be leading them, but you can't blame them. That's not the way leadership works. That's why you guys can't beat me. I'm coming with truth. Y'all think that I'm making shit up. Not making nothing up. I got truth on my side. The reason why we're in a losing position is because the black man today ain't worth two nickels to rub together. And that's just what it is. There ain't no other way to say it. It ain't got shit to do with the black woman. I know y'all think that it is. I know y'all want to put this on the black woman. You want to say, well, black women are divesting and black women are having babies out of wedlock. You know what? That whole wedlock thing, right? Let's talk about that for a second. Y'all have heard the talking point. Black women have 70% of babies out of wedlock. Now it's up to 77%. I think at one point I heard it was up to 82%. Okay? 77% of black women having babies out of wedlock. What is that even supposed to mean? I don't get it. What is this big deal about wedlock? Is that supposed to... Okay, so basically what you're saying is if a black woman has a child and she's not married, what, the child's going to grow up to be a monster or something? He's going to, I mean, I don't understand what that's supposed to mean. What is the big deal about wedlock? And that number is not even accurate because if two parents, okay, there's a lot of black people out there that shack. You know what shacking is? Two parents live together, but they're not married. That's shacking. You have a lot of black people out there shacking. And they're having babies, but both parents are in the home. That's also considered out of wedlock birth. The two parents are in the home and they had a baby, they married. So how important is this wedlock thing? Because the kids still grow up with two parents in the house. I know a lot of people who shack, who raise kids, who raise whole families. Hell, shacking was a big thing back in the 70s. A lot of people were shacking, raising kids. That's considered out of wedlock birth. So you take a large number of shacking, that's got to take a big hunk out of that percentage of out of wedlock birth, which drops the number way down. And then what about the widowed fathers, right? And the widowed mothers who had babies. Well, one parent died before the baby came. That isn't that out of wedlock birth too? I mean, this whole out of wedlock birth thing can be taken so many ways. I don't even understand why they even keep using that as a talking point. It's not even a solid talking point.
It just
Because you
shows
got-
how old their talking point is.
Right. Because you got families out here with both parents in the home raising kids and having kids. They just not married. White people do that. You got white people shacking too. You got Asian shack. Black people ain't the only ones that are shacking. Everybody isn't married. I've seen a bunch of people who live together and they raise their kids and they're not married. So I just don't. I don't get the whole out of wedlock thing. It just doesn't do anything for me. Like, are you trying to convince me that the child is somehow going to be different if two parents is married versus the two parents not being married? I don't think that has any effect on the child. Okay, it's the parents that influence. It's the parents that have the effect on the child. So if you have two parents in the household, okay, let's take married parents who are just terrible parents, don't know how to raise their kids. The kids grow up to be crazy. Versus two parents who are not married, and their kids grow up to be productive citizens in life. What do you call that? What do you call that? I don't get it. Dan, you want to come in here with that?
I call it a family.
So I don't get the whole. I just don't get the whole out of wedlock thing. That just, I don't even get that.
Okay.
Baby mama, baby daddy, that shit is disgusting. I don't know about all that. I mean, yes, we have a lot of baby mamas because we have a lot of brothers that don't want to take care of their kids. And yeah, that itself is disgusting, but I don't think being a single baby mother is disgusting. A lot of us was raised on single mothers who did the best they could to raise us. So no, I wouldn't fault them. I'm not going to say that they are disgusting, but it's disgusting that the men left the woman.
No, he's talking about the term, the vocabulary,
Mm-hmm.
the phrase baby mama, baby daddy.
You know what? Let's hear a little bit more of that Red Supreme. You still got him queued up?
Yeah, I still got him.
Play him. I want to hear just a little bit more. We're going to hear just a little bit more of this fool. Play him. We found out today that he's really not that smart. He doesn't know how to use a very rudimentary term like majority. It doesn't know how to use a lot either. It doesn't know how to use that. When you use these terms, numbers have to come behind them. Those terms have a representation of, those terms are represented by numbers. You have to remember what the numbers are before we can have a real conversation about most, a lot, and majority. You can't give me no number, then we can't have a conversation. You just, then what you're saying means nothing. It has no merit or no weight because you don't have a number behind it. Oh, yeah, a lot of y'all been getting away with that because you're dealing with a lot of low-level thinking people. You're dealing with red pill and these groups. You don't realize that you got to have numbers to substantiate those terms. You don't just get to say those terms with no numbers backing them up. If that's the case, anybody can say anything. I don't have to worry about it making sense. Well, most black women eat cherry pie. Well, most black men shit on themselves. What's somebody come out and say? Majority of black men shit on themselves. What number is that? How many black men are shitting on themselves? What you gonna do? Go out here and let your nose tally up the number? Every time a black man come by, you sniffing? See if he shitted on himself? Oh, he stinks. 1. Oh, get a load of this one over here. Oh, that's 2. Man, this dude smell bad. That's 3. Yeah, he definitely shitted. That's 4. And so on.
So it's foolish to have that other conversation. But what I'm saying is this, bro. Let me get into this thing that I did yesterday, man.
Okay, stop. Kendall, you said most black women
I want you guys to hear
globally
this, man,
are unhappy. Stop that. Most black women globally are unhappy. How do you quantify that? Where do you get that information from? You couldn't possibly know that. Okay? You have to have a number to come behind the term most. If you don't have a number, then what you're saying is just meaningless. You got to give me a number. If you don't have the number, then it's just a false statement. Go ahead, name, play it.
I did a live stream on it yesterday, but I wanted to continue some of the clip. Check this out.
Occupational category, and practically everyone equally qualified, equally skilled, equally educated black women in American society can fully expect at some point in their careers to be undervalued and underpaid. There were, I looked at, obviously, the major occupational groups. I also looked at, over 70 minor occupational groups. And all.
Did he just steal that from us, Dan? Dan, come in here. Didn't he steal that from us?
Unless verbal was on our show, that sounded like verbal.
That's not verbal. That's the lady that, remember we was talking about Goldman Sachs?
Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. That's why I sound familiar. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
This nigga just stole our shit, y'all.
Oh well, we did use her to burn up his narrative.
Yeah.
And checkmate.
He just took our shit after we checkmated him with it. Now he's using it, y'all.
We put him in check.
Checkmate, Dame. They ain't no one of the two. We checkmated him.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Goldman Sachs was last. Yeah.
He got that from us when we talked about the $10 billion that Goldman Sachs, right, is putting behind black women. Y'all remember that podcast? Because we was shitting on them then. That was on Ladies' Night. Y'all were here, Mika, Hassan, y'all was here. We was shitting on him on ladies' night, and we was using Goldman Sachs because he kept saying that black women, right, were globally losing. He just took our shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess he felt the smackdown, the burn.
Well, Kendall, I appreciate what you're saying. When you say we can feel it, there's not enough love coming from black men to substantiate what you're saying. And I appreciate it though. If you can feel it, I'm not gonna knock you, brother. If you loving black women like that and you can feel it, hey, who am I to say that you're wrong? You know? Know what I'm saying? But you still have to have a number, or else that statement is false. Those statements are represented by numbers, which a lot of black people don't know. You just can't. That's why white people sit up there and they think you're stupid because you don't know what you're talking about when you just say simple words because you don't know what they mean. When you say those terms have to be represented by numbers. Go ahead, play it, Dan. Let's see. Let's see how much he stole.
Almost without exception, in every instance, in every occupation, major and minor that I looked at, white men out-earned black women. And we're talking about white men and black women with pretty much the same human capital endowments and human capital attributes, same educational level. In fact, in the report that I did, I actually relegated my analysis just to college educated black women or black women with high educational attainment levels. But again, almost with few exceptions, black women earned less than white men in every major occupational category and practically every minor occupational category. One of the things I think has been missing when we talk about the gender wage gap and we talk about how it affects black women, one of the things that I think has been missing in this discourse is how does it affect the community? Because from my estimation, it feels like when we talk about the gender wage gap and its impact, we tend to talk about it in terms of the individual, right? And that, well, you know, it's affecting this person and perhaps, you know, maybe she just lacks negotiation skills. Maybe her
No,
network
Dane,
is
stop.
weak.
No, that's not ours. That's not the Goldman Sachs. That's something else.
No, it is Goldman Sachs. It's just another section of it. It's another section
Okay.
of it. It was a huge. It's been thing. That's just another section.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
the voice sounds familiar. Same woman,
Oh,
different
okay.
sector. He chose a
Okay.
certain sector of it, and you
Oh,
notice
okay.
how they compare black women wage earning as compared to white men. I was like, shouldn't it be white men and black men? Why is it white men and black women?
Exactly. And so when you listen to stuff like this, it's a huge L for black men because your women aren't even being compared to you and your earning potential. They're being compared to white men. And white men have all of the power in this country. So if the earning potential of black women is being compared to white men, then where does that leave you as black men? You got the nerve to sit up here and make corny ass videos about hating black women when they are out doing you in every possible way. And now you sound like a chump sitting up here talking about, well, black women globally are unhappy. Well, black women mostly are unhappy. You sound like a wimp. I mean, her earnings potential is being compared to that of white men who are in power. Where does that leave you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is a huge L for you.
Hmm. Also, is also saying you're not seen as a leader community because they are saying how does the women income or low income impacts the community? To have an impact
Exactly.
on the community, that means they're implying, without actually saying it, that black women are the leaders of the community, and
Exactly.
that's out of balance. It's
And,
that
and,
mhm.
and
Go
shout out to
ahead.
Remy Norris, right? She says, notice who they don't even compare black men to anybody when it comes to economics anymore. Think about that. Black men are in serious trouble. Absolutely. This is a huge L. This dude is so damn stupid. You don't realize he's putting up a huge L for black men. Nobody is even comparing you to anyone economically. So how do you look now just coming out here, right, and talking crazy about black women? How do you look? She's being compared to the men who have the power in this country. You aren't being compared to anyone. Go ahead, Dane, play it.
Okay.
Hold it down for me, Dan. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right. All right.
Maybe, her research wasn't properly conducted to kind of determine what would be adequate and fair compensation for the position that she's going to assume in the organization or the company. But I wanted to pull back from sort of this individual examination of the impact of the gender wage gap and the racial wage gap. And I wanted to look at it in terms of what is lost to the Black community in the United States as a result of Black women being almost universally undervalued no matter where she works in the United States. And so I essentially I used in my report, I had 3 different methodologies to try to aggregate what I call this sort of involuntary forfeiture.
After this clip, I'm gonna open up the phone line after this clip, y'all. I need everybody that's in here to hit the like button. What's going on, Travis? Travis Mitchell, what's going on, bro? Hit the like button. S. Murphy, what's going on?
So he cut it off on that point. Oh, okay. Shoot. Makes me think I need to do a show and pull that out. But when you see it, if you listen to it as a whole, in some ways it's kind of dry. But I noticed he cut it off before she continues on with the impact. Now he's opening the phone lines because now he got me curious. What is he cutting off and stuff like that? It could be that but I think he's afraid or he knows what is said could be seen as in a bad light for men. So now he cuts it off and goes to the phone lines. Yeah, that shows our community is out of balance. It's supposed to be black men in the lead. But the fact that they're not even considered black men's income. Now I'm gonna try to jump it a little ahead to see what it said. Does he actually play it after all, or does he just stop it right there and don't go back to it?
Hit the like button at the same time. Excuse me. Hit that like button, man, and show some love to the show, man. We just now getting started, man. Well, no, we've been cooking for a minute. My bad. But let's get back to it. I'm gonna finish out this clip, man, and then I'll get to the phone line. Get the likes up. Shout out to Josh Brown. You dig?
I don't classify it necessarily, because I've been asked the question, why don't you just straight out say these women are being robbed, right? They're being, well, I can't say that as an economist, because these wages are something these women voluntarily.
Now, let me say this. Black women don't work. Women in general don't work the same type of, you don't work hard jobs that men work. You don't take on the hour. Men work longer hours and harder jobs. So why do you expect to get paid the same when you're not doing the same type of work? You're not doing the same type of work, but you want to get paid just as much. Shut up. That's the problem.
The issue is that, you know, they don't have all the information that employers have, right? So but that's true for all workers. So I classify it and I qualify it as involuntary forfeiture, because these women don't know they're being undervalued, right? They've negotiated their compensation to some degree, but nevertheless, they are being undervalued, and the loss in earnings that that is resulting from the combined effect of the gender and racial wage gaps is money that is, you can't necessarily call it lost to them, but it is something that they should be entitled to that they don't receive. So I was struggling to sort of figure out how to express this loss in earnings, and I can't just say, oh, capitalists are robbing Black women, right? In my study, I try to aggregate. I try to figure out what is the impact on the Black community, Black Americans writ large in the United States, given that Black women are fairly regularly undervalued and undercompensated. And so using 3 different methodologies, one of which was an independent methodology by a guy named Tom Masterson, who works for the Levy Institute at Bard College. He and I sometimes collaborate on projects. And so we essentially use the American Community Survey as our data set, which is a very robust, rich data set. And I guess I don't want to bore you going through all of the machinations, but I essentially quantified the involuntary forfeiture of wages borne by Black women, given gender and racial wage gaps, at $50 billion a year. And my period of examination was 2017. So, obviously, if we're, trying to quantify what it looks like years going forward, right, it would be, we'd have to take into account inflation, et cetera. But $50 billion per year is what is lost to the African American community. And this is a reoccurring loss. This is a loss every year.
So we're done listening to her, y'all. Now, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go grab
Okay. Okay. So from what I'm picking up here, the women are under they in a wage negotiation, and they are negotiating this wage, but they underestimating they underestimated their value in the company. So they underestimate themselves, and they're losing out, because actually they would be paid a lot more for the job they do. They just don't know it at that time. And so that's a loss for the community, because shoots, the way they doing it, they are the main income bringers in the community for right now. So I wonder if this is because Black women are devalued in their community now that they're underestimating what they're supposed to bring, what their value as income money wise. Are they trying to keep their income equal with the black men, or not to go too much over? Or I'd be wondering what's going through the mind of a wage negotiator. Or they don't understand how much uh is, they should be asking for in the companies. I hate to, okay, let me see what you got here in the chat. I hate to say this, but he's a great example of why I don't talk to black men about any subject matter that speaks on issue within the black community in general and black and women's issue. They just don't have a clue. Okay, when you say black women are happy, don't even have some number or explain why it becomes a blame game, especially in YouTube. These YouTube. Oh, okay. You talking to Kendall? Sorry about that, Miss LA. Okay. Yeah. So I don't think he's gonna go into this that this is why it shouldn't lead. No, this is what you put her into. She's forced to lead. Um, and y'all make it sound like she's trying to do the same backbreaking work. And if she is, it's probably because it pays more, and she needs the money to come in because you're not there to take care of the kids. A lot of the time, the women are in these positions to make money to take care of the family. And y'all created a vicious circle, which y'all want to keep blaming back to women, but it always leads back to y'all. Somewhere down the line, y'all laid down or gave away your leadership, and then want to complain about the leadership that's left that's going on. I want to the men want a Monday morning quarterback. Manosphere wants the Monday morning quarterback, or after things have happened, or they see things that's going on and they're not jumping in there. The biggest issue is the taking care of the kids. It's be like you go. The women are always working. If women are growing up and taught to, they're going to have to work. They need to work. Especially when they have kids, definitely gonna have to work. Who's gonna take care of the kids? But them. So women can't ask for equal pay, but they want to be treated like equals to get access to welfare. Okay. In this case, I think the women are not asking for equal pay. Does does anybody know what the white man makes on the job they work at, and do they demand that payment when they go in there to negotiate their pay, or are they in a mentality that they need the job, they need the job, they can ask for a raise later, so they might be undercutting themselves to make sure they get the job, you know uh, because when you see the men all around you or people all around you not being able to get a job, or they have to take menial jobs or low paying job or several lower paying jobs, and you see a job where you don't have to take a bunch of part times to piece it together to make the ends to meet, and you might go a little bit under uh what's the pay supposed to be. And so I wonder if women are negotiating like that to get the job, to have the foot in the door, and plan to negotiate later. But anyway, it would require having to go back in there and listen to it and do the research to break it down. But as I said, this is an L for black men and black community, because the way they did this, they did not compare white men and black men's income. They didn't compare white women, black women's income. They compared black women with white men income. Now we already know there's going to be a gap um of I think maybe about 46 cents difference between a white woman. I mean, not white man and a black woman. A gap in the pay. For every dollar, black women get 46 cents off the dollar. So we kind of know that's that wage gap they're talking about. And they're talking about jobs where you gotta you negotiate your salary. And I'm wondering, either the women do not know, they you kind of expect that wage gap, and then you need to get your foot in the door, so you go a little bit under, not realizing you're actually going a lot under, to get your foot in the door and get the raise up later. But in the meantime, your family and your community miss out on the income you're bringing in, because it could have been a lot more. So, what do y'all think up in the chat? Do y'all think that this negotiate, because they emphasize the women negotiating salary, either because she don't know, she's undercutting herself to get in the door, or do you believe it's like the manosphere, or red pill is thinking that women don't know how to negotiate their salary, or at least that seemed to be what he's implying. But we don't have enough information because she didn't do black men and their salary of equal education, experience, and stuff like that. Just like that black man that just died, his white wife gets millions. All right. Okay. So either there's not enough black men who actually fit that criteria of education and experience wise, as the example she gave with the white men and the black women. Okay, for every dollar white men get, a black woman gets 63 cents. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. And they're gonna want to make it out that's because she has children, or if she's pregnant, she gets off for what's that, maternity leave. No, that would affect their hourly wage or their yearly wage. Not well, no, it would affect their yearly wage. It should affect their yearly wage. That's if you have a job that does not pay do pay maternity leave. If you have a job that don't do pay maternity leave, um, then yes, there's going to be a significant loss of income. That's why black women has to go back to work, because hey, the father of her children is not there, or he left, or the needs both incomes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Or or if she has children. Period. But I don't see this stopping her from being hired. And then I say, okay, black women um have children, and she's not going to be here as often. These men in general want women to continue to have children, but don't want to pay women to have children. Why are women still having their children? I wonder. Ah, you see, that's what what all the hubbub is about. Yeah, you know, you know, some women are saying we're not having any children. We're not gonna have your children if I gotta raise them by myself. You know, it shoots. One woman said, "Oh, if I happen to find out that I'm pregnant, I'm aborting the baby." And of course, YouTube went wow. I guess because she verbally said it that she would abort the baby. Well, yeah, if she has a baby for a man, she realized, oh, he's not going to be there take care of the baby, and I'm not going to be able to take care of the baby by myself. Not not every woman can, not every woman wants to, you know, you know, and so is the easier thing is in their minds to abort. But the ones that still having it, no, they just can't do it. So they rather struggle. They rather do whatever they can. Which is kind of ironic because all over YouTube, Manosphere, why don't they abort the baby? Why do they have to have the baby? They've been talking about abortion, 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 and stuff like that. Oh yeah, there's a few of them complaining about abortion. Hey, she aborted the baby and stuff like that. Well, you obviously said or did something to make her think you're not going to be there. I said I was going to take it. Well, she don't trust you for some reason. So it was slowly changing. And now that the women agree with you, and say, you know what, man, the spirit, y'all, right. You know what? Why should I be fighting with you, trying to make you pay child support, take care of your children? You don't want the children. I'm not built to take care of no child by myself. I'm going to have an abortion. And now they swearing up and down. She's saying that that she's talking about all the babies. She said, that's just a choice. Horrible, awful, awful choice to make. But as I said, when a woman's back to the wall, she, it's just like anybody else. You're back to the wall, you're fighting, and you by yourself. You have to do what you got to do to get away. Yeah, I think we need to stop having children. Taking a radical approach is extremely necessary. People don't understand nice. Since people have an issue with children and women having them, so be it. Yeah, especially since we've been seeing all in the news, black men killing pregnant black women because she says she's having a baby and she's not aborting it. So this is a case of okay. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me get this out of the way real quick. Okay, everybody. Okay. Hello, everybody. Got a little bit of a family emergency. I'm afraid I'm going to have to end the show right now. No life, not a life or death situation. So don't worry. It's just that it's an issue. I got to handle. Um, I'm gonna have to bring this topic up again for another time. And peace, power, and unity, everyone. Um, all right. Uh, hopefully the situation clear up. I'll see y'all for ladies' night. Okay. Peace, power, and unity, everyone. I apologize.